The core from the center, to cut it out. And then I put it in boiling water, just cover it, and wait till it gets soft. And then I keep taking one leaf at a time out and put it on a tray, let it cool off. And then when I got it all done, what I do with the cabbage, see, when I take it off, sometimes it's 2 leaves. This is half a leaf. So what I do, I again take the center core off, and cut it in half. And then just do all the cabbage like that. Sometimes it's a great big leaf, like in here. There's some great big leaves, so sometimes those leaves, see, like sometimes those leaves I cut in 3 because they're so big, like, and then I figure I use them up, That's what I do with this cabbage.
How long does it take to boil that?
It was a big head cabbage, so it took me a while because I don't like to bake, but they had no small head cabbage. I like the small ones, they're best, but they didn't have no small. So, I just bought this big one and I figured, okay, I'll work with it.
So that's 1 head of cabbage, all that?
Yeah, and what I did here, I don't know, here, see the rest, like towards the end of the cabbage, you don't use it because it's too small, so I just chopped it up and I'm gonna put it in a roasting pan in the bottom, this. And then I put the cabbage rolls on top of this. And there's some recipes in a book that calls for eggs, but Baba Petra never used eggs in a pot, anything. Now I can, I'll do the whole package, and you know what, I'll see how much it is, and then I may not do it all, and maybe I will, it all depends. But I'll do all the hamburgers. So you don't need much water, just enough so that the water evaporates from here. I just want to get some of that starch out. See how much starch there is? And I pour the butter back in. I don't need too much water. It just needs to parboil, And I'll put it, start boiling, I'll put a little bit of salt in. And I don't measure, I just put some in my hand and pour it in. I'm getting to be like Baba Petra. She never measured anything, Baba Petra. I'm going to turn it down to just simmer. And I'm going to put the salt in. See, I just have to let it go easy because I don't want to mix, I'm just going to let it soak up, See, it's going to be just little pieces because I don't want big pieces in the meat. Okay. Gotta go slowly because I don't want to scorch the bacon either, It's gotta get hot. So I save my bacon fat, lot of salt and everything. We're gonna have to let it cool down because it's hard to work with the hands, you know.
How long is that cooked for?
It's done.
How do you know it's done?
Yeah, I can see.
What do you see that tells you it's done?
The onions, they won't cook anymore, you know. Look how soft they are. Because there's 2 big packages of meat, 1 pork and 1 beef. I love the smell of cooked onions. When it cools off, I'm going to use my hand because you do a better job with the hands. Okay, I'm going to put it in a roaster. That's pork and beef. This is about 2 pounds each. This is more maybe. This is probably almost 3 pounds. So sometimes you use a little bit less pork. Okay. Alright, just about right amount of rice, you know, with all this meat.
How do you tell?
Well, you can tell you don't have too much rice. You don't want no lumps in there, you know, rice lumps. Okay. That's got enough salt. See, cabbage is better in the spring because it's not as tough, you know. In the winter time, it's kind of hard.
How do you know how much to put in?
Guess. See, some will be bigger, some will be smaller. See, the ends don't have to, you don't have to have a cabbage to roll the ends, because when you put them in there, you pile them, the other rolls will. It's a piddly job, but you know, anything that's piddly to work with tastes good, you know? Figured, oh, just a little bit more, you know?
Do you stack
Oh,
it?
yeah, you know, wherever actually I should go this way, but no, I'll go across. I think I'll squeeze it. I think that's all I'm going to put. I'm not going to put any on the side. Okay. Okay. I'll turn it down to 350 after. There we are. Okay. 1 hour 400 and then turn it down to 350 for about an hour and a half. Because I don't want it to boil over. No, they're not done yet.
How do you know?
Because it's a big roaster, and I know it's not done.
Okay.
I don't think so. See, the cabbage not done yet. But you know that. It's coming, but I think I'll leave it for another half an hour. I think it's about ready. You want to have some now?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
good.
Now, why do you say that they look ready?
I
Is it
didn't-
color?
No, it's ready. It's different than what it was when you first got it out, you know. It's cooked.
All right,
And
let's
you
eat up.
notice that the juice went down. That means it cooking, you know. Oh, I think it's done. Even this is done. Okay, I'm gonna have some too.